We're going on. We're going live. All right. Let me know how the audio is sounding out there. I think everything should be good. Let's see here. Of course, you're watching us on Utreon. That's where we go live on Utreon so that we can hold guns like this. This is my 545 AK Bullpup. You guys have seen this before from Century Arms. Check that out. I don't know if you've seen this actually, Rich, but there you go. So YouTube won't let us do this. So we go live on Utreon. If you want to join us live, go to Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom or WMMF podcast. That's the place to go. If if you're listening on audio, you want to join us live, that is how you do it. All right, that being said, let's jump in here. I think our friend Richard Hoffman should be here in a minute. Let's get this kicked off.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, let's go. Okay, it's just, let's see, there's FlyingRich right there. There I am. Let's get the jazz hands going. Here we go. Come on, Rich. Jazz hands. There we go. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 915 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Tonight's episode is called Two Richards.
Two Richards? No, it's not two Richards.
We only have half of the two Richards. Two dicks. Yes, two dicks.
You're doing Tim Hoffman, not Richard Hoffman, right?
Oh. I don't even know who the hell is Tim Hoffman.
Which Hoffman?
Who's Tim Hoffman? I never heard.
Oh,
of
it's
Tim Hoffman.
It's Richard Hoffman, not Tim Hoffman.
Yeah, who is Tim Hoffman? Oh, here we go. We got the other dick. The second. There he goes.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
What's up, Rich? There you go. We got both dicks in the house. we are ready to do this. Let's do a check-in with these guys right now. So anyway, we got Richard Hughes, FlyingRich, and Richard Hoffman of BWE Firearms here, and I think we can get the show going. Let's check in on these guys. We'll start with the old Hoffmeister. There he goes.
Old? He's a year older than me.
He's only.
Am I?
No, there's no way. He's got to be at least 20 years older than you. What's up, Hoffman?
Oh, not much. I had chemo today, so that's why I'm running a little slow.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right.
And I got my poison pack with me.
Oh, boy.
It's all hooked into my
I
chest.
thought you had a new man bag.
No, they get to dump poison in me for the next 46 hours.
Oh
shit.
So when you do chemo, you have to have that bag for 2 days.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I do. The new regimen I'm on is 6 hours in the chair. About 4 hours of that is being pumped with chemo drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, today it was, I think, 8 hours in the chair because my port decided it didn't want to work.
Uh-oh.
And they had to pump on me for about 2 hours. And finally, they gave me a dose of Drano in my port, and it opened it up. So then we could start the treatment.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
And then
That's
I've
rough.
got, then after that, they put the bag on me, and it pumps poison into me for 46 hours.
Wow.
And I go in Friday afternoon and have it taken off.
How do you psychologically pump yourself up for that?
I don't. I just go in and,
he's just like, fuck it. Gotta go.
I just go in and say, okay, ladies, I'm here for my 2-week poisoning.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We will try to make as much fun of you, harass you as possible so we can get your mind off of it.
Good.
I don't know. We'll try to do it.
Because this new these new chemo drugs give me acne like I've never had in my
You
life.
know what? Honestly, look, I'm gonna go. I was gonna say something. I was like,
Look, here,
you got freckles.
here, all up here.
Jeez.
My entire scalp has acne on it.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
My nose. Hell, I had it in my freaking ears.
Holy moly, yeah. I was, I was thinking it looking at you, but I was like, I don't know. Listen, I'm 50 and I still actually have acne, which is so crazy.
Yeah. And then that I got the acne the first batch of this new chemo drug.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in for my second infusion, they're like, okay, do you have any acne? Do you have any of this? Do you have any of that? And I said, man, I don't know what the hell you guys gave me, but I've got acne like I never have before. And they're like, oh, that's good. I'm like, how the fuck is that good? And they said, oh, that means the drugs are working.
Yeah.
It's like, can't you pick a better thing to prove the drugs are working than giving the acne?
Yeah.
Did they tell you the other symptom is your dick falls off when it really works?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
Too late.
Oh.
And then the second treatment, I got a mouthful of cold sores. I had like 30 cold.
Geez.
I had like 30 cold sores in my mouth, tongue, and lips.
Oh man, yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah.
It sucks. I know. It's a tough deal. It's a tough deal.
Then they gave me. I called up the doctor and I said, "You got to do something." Jesus Christ, I can barely even eat. It hurts so much.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Okay, I'll send a prescription, a magic mouthwash, to the pharmacist."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, magic mouthwash? She said, yeah, that's what it's called. It's like lidocaine, and there's like 5 or 6 different things that they mix together.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I bet you that has adverse reactions also.
Is one of the 5 rat poison?
Yeah, could be. All I know is it worked, so I was happy.
Oh, okay.
I've got it down.
If,
I've got it down to about 3 or 4.
It would be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, just keep going, keep doing it. I know it's really rough. How long do you have to? Is this like forever that you have to do this, or you just?
Yeah. This treatment is the last treatment that they have good data on. Okay. If this doesn't work, I go into experimental drugs.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're
does
hoping
that mean you got to go to Mexico for it, or?
No, I can go to. My doctor said the Moffitt Center here in Orlando, the Moffitt Cancer Center, has a lot of good programs. Okay. And there's probably stuff there. There's stuff in New York, but I really don't want to have to go live up in New York.
Yeah, nobody wants to live in New York. Yes, Hank or me.
We'll go from there. We'll see what the hell happens with me this cycle on my cancer. I told the nurses today, I said, as long as shit don't start dropping off, I'm okay.
Yeah. If you let me ask you this, Hoffman. If you could choose what bits dropped off in what order, which ones are you okay dropping off first? I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I really don't use them anymore.
I try to.
I would have went for a toe, like my little toe.
Yeah. I try to ask that with a straight face, and I couldn't make it all the way through. Yeah. I just punked out.
Hell, then probably toes, because I can't feel them anymore. So what the hell's the point of having them?
Yeah. Oh man. And it's what's weird. Your hair looks okay. Is it?
Yeah, my hair's fine. Yeah. Not losing a bit of hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, my daughter told me the other day, she's like, you got some gray hair. I said, shut your fucking mouth.
I was dating a girl, she's like, you got gray hair. And I'm like, I don't care about the grays, I care about the ones that aren't there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones that aren't there, those were the sexy ones.
Right?
Yeah. All the
gray, I don't care what color it is, as long as it's on my head.
Yeah.
You could go with a comb forward. grow your hair long in the back and then
forward.
comb it forward.
That's a I don't know.
Or
man.
like Biden, have the hair taken out from here, put up here, and then just comb it all back.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
there you go.
When did you start losing your hair, FlyingRich?
Oh, geez, I think I was in my 20s.
In your 20s? Okay.
You know, it started with the widow's peaks, you know, going boom, and then, you know.
Oh. So you look like Grandpa from the Munsters or something like that. Remember,
Kinda, yeah.
You ever saw that show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Come on, we're old enough. We saw that show.
Yeah. Growing up in New York, I definitely saw that on.
Well, plus, what was the guy's name? He ran for mayor a couple of times, and he had a restaurant in Manhattan, I think, or Queens.
You know, I think
Al
so,
Lewis,
too.
Grandpa Al Lewis.
Yeah, Al Lewis. Yeah. He was.
Yeah, he only died a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
that guy was old in the 50s.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he was tough then. He was a tough dude. So let me, as I'm catching up with you two, you know, I'm gonna put this for a second on FlyingRich. Now, Rich, I would like to see your phone. Can you just show me your phone?
My phone?
Yes. Okay. Show the phone. Okay, cool. Now shut it off. Shut the phone off. Power it all the way down. All the way down. There you go.
What do I got to do? Hold on. Emergency restart. Power off. Yes. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Phone powered all the way off. Okay, cool.
It's
Okay,
going.
good. So we're safe.
Yeah, it's off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're safe then. I was just trying to make sure that we're safe here. That you won't be calling anyone while we're doing the show.
Or getting
okay.
Do you know what that's about,
Well-
Hoffman?
I thought you were worried about them tracking me down.
No. Oops. I'm pretty sure they already know where you are. So, yeah. Do you want to explain to people why I'm making sure? You can turn your phone on. I'm just messing with you. I don't care. Do you want to talk about this?
So, I do a show with John Crump, Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. on.
Mm-hmm.
And the DA, or not the DA, the Attorney General of California doxed every gun owner, every gun purchase, every permit holder in the state.
Yep.
So John, I don't know how his information started appearing in the chat, like his phone number, his address, the VIN number of his Honda Odyssey.
This just
So
magically
John
started. This magically
Yes,
started.
it
showing
just was
Uh-huh.
in the chat.
Okay.
And John called him on the air and said if he would, I'm right for Ammo Land, I'm John Crump, and would you like to give a statement?
Mm-hmm.
And he just got a voicemail. So I called up, I left a message, and I said, do you still live at 1819 whatever street, and is the VIN number of your car? And I read the VIN number out. So just checking, and hung up. Then I realized, probably not the smartest thing I've ever done.
Uh-huh.
And then I know John talked to you later in the evening, said, you've always told me Rich is crazy. Now I believe you and understand why.
Right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Were you listening to that conversation?
Was I?
No. I wonder if no. Were you watching that, Hoffman?
No, I wasn't.
Oh.
I missed that one. Damn.
Yeah. As FlyingRich is saying, John called me up last night and he goes, yeah, you always say Rich is crazy, but I think you're just messing with him. But now I know. Now I know he's crazy. So that's not that bad though. Although, yeah, did you guys have any repercussions for that? What happened?
No, so far no. Although, so John's bigger channel, which is his news channel, not the live channel that we do the show on, we were streaming out to that channel, and that video got taken down. So somebody must have complained, and YouTube pulled it. So we actually pulled the videos on our own channels. So John Crump News and FlyingRich. Because you know what, we did dox the guy, or I should say the information was in the chat, and that's wrong. I don't agree with doxing people. I do believe in reciprocity though, and I think it's important that everybody knows that these people, these elected officials, act like they're freaking kings and they can do whatever they want. And this guy, like a little child, was having a temper tantrum. He actually put out a press release explaining why it was for safety reasons that he doxed everybody, where California has anti-doxing laws, and as Attorney General of California, you probably should know that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Attorney General law.
They don't have,
or
Public
it's like
officials know the law.
yeah, exactly. Well, you know what it is? They don't care about what the law is. They do know the law. If you break it, they will come for you. But if they break it, it's like, oh, well, I broke it in the interest of the better good. So it's fine if I break it.
It's like a little child having a temper tantrum. I mean, this is as nutso as it gets. And you should realize, hey, pump the brakes on this crap. Look, I have a rule. All right, so Crazy Rich has a rule. If I'm like really mad and pissed off about something and want to call somebody, give them an earful, I wait 24 hours. I got a 24-hour rule on that, maybe even a 48-hour rule, and say, hey, if I wake up still mad about it, maybe make that call. 9 out of 10 times, the answer is don't make that freaking call. And these people, I'm just shocked. It's like, you should know better. You should realize, hey, this is the law. This is what's going down. These are the decisions of the Supreme Court. This is a fundamental constitutional right, and there's no two-step approval process. It's one step. Is this defined in the Constitution as a right? Then that's how it is. Now, that's interesting because it kind of opens up the door for the NFA to be repealed, constitutional carry to be enacted countrywide. At minimum, what this decision, what the Clarence Thomas decision is it's making every state shall issue, which, I mean, I get chills when I think about it. That's freaking crazy amazing.
Maybe. I mean, New York... Like, there's already news of states that are out there planning on pushing back and stuff like that, right? So
I'm shaking my head. No, you are correct. These whiny little bitches are gonna like push back, but so John, working for the GOA, he's actually been calling sheriffs and letting them know, by the way, this is a constitutional right, and if you do not issue permits, this is a constitutional right you're violating. We will sue you. The GOA will sue your department and you personally because you're depriving people of a constitutional right. And people are kind of going like, oh, fuck. And they're getting the message. Their GOA is going hard on this. And they're smacking people where it hurts.
Yeah, I think we should take a thing out of their book and hit them up with stuff. So here's the thing I was talking about. New York to bolster concealed carry laws to blunt Supreme Court gun decision. Good
freaking luck.
This is in Bloomberg, and I guess there's like a whole package that they're putting together. The package would include declare mass transit, schools, courts, government buildings, places where children gather, health facilities,
where air is,
educational. If pigeons or rats are there, private properties such as restaurants, bars, businesses will be by default no carry areas unless they put up signs saying, like all of this. What they're saying, the Supreme Court just said that is
illegal.
Yeah, they just said that.
Yeah, Clarence Thomas. There's this. This is. I need to watch. I know other lawyers, and I don't mean I'm a lawyer. Other people that are lawyers, I should say that properly, did videos on this. And when it came out, I did a quick scan through. There are many Easter eggs in that Clarence Thomas ruling. Right? I should say decision. King's rule. Judges give decisions. That decision also spec'd out like, hey, if it's historically not been a gun-free zone, you can't make it a gun-free zone. And realistically, Hank, if you're a former New York resident, just like I mean, you live closer to Manhattan than I did. If the subways become gun-free zones, guess who's going to have what where?
I mean, yeah, the weird thing about this, New York won't actually do something about all the criminals in New York that have guns and are
no
harassing
bond,
and
no bail.
terrorizing.
They'll drop the gun charges. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna which one of these criminals out there is gonna give a crap about any of their new laws? What they're effectively saying,
they're gonna be going like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You mean people could have guns on the streets?
Yeah.
But
Well-
in the subway, I
Yeah.
can predate on people and there is no recourse? I have an advantage?
They're already doing it. Go for it, Hoffman.
See, the problem in New York is if they go after the criminals, they've got to put all the police in jail. They've got to put all the politicians in jail, probably most of the judges. You know, who's left?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They can't. They don't have. There's nothing they could do except harass the law-abiding, hardworking residents of New York. That's it. That's all they can do. Not just New York City, but the entire state.
And look, I'm not. I've said this. I probably even said this on your show. I'm not super wealthy or anything like that. That's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
But people that are wealthy and have a house in New York and a house in Florida, they just have to spend 6 months and 1 day in Florida to be a Florida resident and not pay taxes in New York. Look, if you're retired and wealthy and you have a house in the Hamptons and a house in Palm Beach, damn right you're going to want to be a Palm Beach resident and not a New York resident. Why would you want to pay New York State income taxes?
Mm-hmm.
That's or really what changed me from being a New York resident.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms.
All right, yeah, my bad. I completely missed the countdown there. Yeah, you were saying, go for it.
Well, in what it was, I was doing a 10-month consulting gig in Monroe, Louisiana, and my car inspection, my inspection on my 2007 Envoy, no, 2007 Envoy, was up. I wasn't going to spend a day driving back to New York, or 2 days driving back to New York, 2 days driving back to get the inspection. It was easier for me to become a Florida resident and register my car in Florida, even though it was never there. I just had to have a cop basically sign that it's the right VIN and the right odometer reading, and boom, send the paperwork to Florida.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was it. My car wasn't in Florida for like another 8 years.
Understood. Yeah, I think this is this is amongst one of the many reasons that people leave. But the people who are in New York keep supporting these guys. The people in New York who are voting keep supporting this kind of bullshit. These guys are literally
and it's
saying...
the frog.
Mm-hmm.
It's the frog in the boiling water. Like, you don't... Dude, my family, the house that I own in New York was built in early 1900 by one of my relatives. And the house that when I was born, grew up in, that's been in the family since the late 1800s. We've been in New York forever.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just, you didn't think anything of it, but it's oppressive. I don't even have, my house is not in a great location in New York, and I'm paying 50% more taxes on like a 2,000 square foot house that's 100 years old, 120 years old, with railroad tracks behind it, main road in front of it. I'm paying $9,000 a year for that house, whereas I've got a 3,500 square foot house on an acre and a quarter with a pool and a hot tub screened in, and I'm paying $6,000 in taxes. I know you're paying $500 in taxes, but
yeah, I mean, I'm laughing because it's funny, not because it sucks that it's happening to you. It sucks that it's happening to people, but I don't understand why people keep voting for and supporting these people in New York.
It's a mental disorder.
My younger brother lives in New York. He's a teacher and he's a gun guy, and he, believe it or not, he supports all this bullshit.
Sure, wait a second. You talking
Wait,
anonymous?
he votes. No, not anonymous. No. My younger brother. I'm the middle kid. So anonymous is my older
So
brother.
you got lefty nutnigs in your family?
I don't get the philosophy, but I think it's just an automatic. What I would put it as is an automatic support of Democrats. That's what I would. This is the problem in New York City. People keep supporting these kinds of people, and all these kinds of people keep doing is tearing down the people who support them, and layering laws on top of laws and making life difficult for the people who support them. Like Richard Hoffman is saying here, really in New York, especially in New York City, what you have is only the cops, who some of them are criminals. Only the cops and the bad guys have guns.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what people are dealing with over there. And the regular people can't defend themselves. And New York is a hotbed for gangs, all kinds of different mafias. You just name the mafia, and it's in New York. Russian mafia, Italian, Jewish mafia, whatever mafias exist. It exists in New York City. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And the only people who pay for anything in New York, who suffer, who get oppressed, are the law-abiding people in New York. And they don't seem to be sick and tired of it. I think when you get out of there, I could never see myself going back to New York.
No. I mean, I was going to say, unless I made buku money and got a place in the Hamptons or so, but I don't even know if I want that.
No, I don't want that. No, for what?
No.
Yeah. Why? I don't want that. I don't want it. It's crazy.
The Hamptons aren't all that nice.
Yeah, it's
not during the summer. And I hate to say that's the only time you want to be there. Although I'll tell you, the East End of Long Island after Labor Day, after all the city idiots are out of the East End of Long Island, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but you're still in New York.
You're in. Yeah, you know what? Look, California is a beautiful place, and I won't argue to you. New York City. Sometimes in the winter it's a beautiful place. In the summertime it's really nice. There's a lot of cool things about New York, except it's so oppressive if you're a hard-working person. The mindset of people there, even the people who work, and pay taxes, this is why these idiots are still out there. Yep. This is why they continue to be out there. You would think after all the shit New York has been through in the last couple of years, that people in New York would go, okay, that's it. We're just going to get rid of these people. But let's be honest. Even if they brought in Republicans in New York, they're just going to be rhinos.
Yeah.
Well, in any New York Republican is a rhino. And speaking of rhinos, talking about rhino frickin' hunting. Do you know who was grabbing for the camera behind Mitch McConnell when he said, well, we're going to have this bipartisan gun deal? It was frickin' Marco Rubio and Rick Scott. They were back there mugging it up, but they needed to get reelected, so they didn't have to vote for this gun control measure.
Yeah, their asses shouldn't be there either. I mean, we've got that problem in parts of Florida also.
Yeah, I've written those guys, and the response back, if you were a gun guy, it read like they supported Second Amendment rights, but there was the but in there. Mm-hmm. And if you were a gun grabber, it read like, we support the Second Amendment, but we realize we gotta F everybody that has a gun.
Yeah. People, including here in Florida, including us, we have to stop.
We've got a Republican supermajority in the Florida House and Senate. There's a Republican supermajority, and we can't get constitutional carry pushed through.
Yeah, because the Republicans here,
they're Democrats.
Rhinos.
Yeah. Not all of them, but a lot of them. At the end of the day, I don't like any of these politicians.
Right.
I was talking to someone today that clearly they're clearly on the left, right? They clearly watch CNN, and they were like, "Oh, I'm looking at this January 6th stuff. I can't believe what Trump did and all this kind of stuff." And I was like,
"No, it's not true."
But here, listen to me. Here's my thing. I don't care. I don't care about politicians. I don't care about them feeling comfortable. I don't care. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. I don't care about January 6th. I don't care. They didn't care about cities burning in America for more than a year before that.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care if the entirety of DC gets burned down. I don't care.
Well, and you were going to just about quote me in what I've said, is they didn't care what city got burned down, what cop got, shot or killed while they were burning down the cities, or whose business. They're like, oh, well, insurance pays for that. Well, guess what? Insurance doesn't pay for everything.
They didn't care.
And there's always a...
They didn't care for the business owners that were getting dragged out of their businesses and beaten half to death.
There was I forget the guy's name, and I'm sorry, but there was a retired cop, a person of color, and he was like guarding some guy's pawn shop or so.
Yeah.
And they murdered him.
Yeah, they didn't care about that.
No,
there's never been a committee on that, and that happened to the people. So that's the thing. That's the thing that I was saying to the guy I was talking to today. And this is a guy who, like, in the 70s, he told me in the 70s, he was protesting against the government and all that. And I was like, man, how would the 70s you look at you now? You're concerned about some politicians and them feeling uncomfortable, and who's trying to hold on to power and who won't let it go.
The elevator pitch is they didn't give a crap when everything was burning, people were getting killed and losing their businesses. But people went into the Capitol and took selfies and left.
Yeah, none of them got dragged out of there.
National Guard, razor wire.
None of them got their heads kicked in. As a matter of fact, was it Mitch McConnell that said just start shooting people? Who was it?
No, Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham, yeah.
Uber Graham.
Yeah.
What a piece of crap that guy is.
Yeah, this is what those guys are up to. So I don't care.
Yeah, Graham was like Trump's favorite senator because he was like all sorts of gushing over Trump. I mean, what a piece of crap. Like, he's like a flag whichever way the wind blows. Wow, am I really like spun up here? What's going on? I got to I got to put on the happy face.
I'm trying to get Hoffman. I'm trying to get Hoffman excited.
Yeah. Here you go. All the politicians need to be pulled out of the Senate and the House and all, taken out onto the mall and hung. And we start over again fresh.
They don't care.
And I mean, every single one.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about any of them. I don't care about the Democrats up there. I don't care about the Republicans up there. They don't care about the people of America.
Yeah.
Yeah. They only give a crap about themselves.
They don't give a shit about the Constitution.
Nope.
Okay.
All they want to do is line their pockets.
Yeah. All they're doing every day is making our lives miserable. That's it.
Yeah, they all do insider trading. They all become multimillionaires. They're getting $100,000 a year or $200,000 a year, and then they leave Congress as multimillionaires because of all the insider trading.
Yeah.
I mean, they should not be paid. Politicians should not be a paying job. It never was back when.
Right. It shouldn't. It definitely shouldn't be something you do for 60 years.
And then you go back to your damn business.
Mm-hmm. And the problem is, it's a little deeper. First off, there shouldn't be a professional political class. You, me, Hank, we all should be doing time in Congress. It should be the everyman job. Yeah. It should be the job you don't necessarily want to do because you got to get. When this country started, it was you had to get back to your farm and plant. That's why they have 2 weeks off. And this was not meant to be a career. Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden should be in nursing homes. These people.
The only recent politician that we've had, the only person to be president that wasn't a career politician was Trump. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All these Biden has been in politics for 60 years?
His whole life. He went from college, into, political office and never left. And look, Biden was incompetent when he was VP.
Yeah.
He even Obama said you never underestimate Joe's ability to screw something up.
Yeah. Listen, a Night Train, I'm not going to argue what Night Train is saying. He says there's some good guys and gals in the House and Senate. But look, here's the thing. None of these people can actually do stuff for the people. How can they could get together and very quickly get a bill out there to protect the Supreme Court, who's already protected.
Yeah.
They could very quickly get together and do that.
It's amazing, and again, just good for pointing that out, Hank. Here they when they had people break in and take selfies and leave, they had National Guard razor wire. They shut down DC. You couldn't get in. Period. But oh my gosh, they're protesting, and they got guys coming from California looking to kill. What was it, Gorsuch? I don't know if we can, appropriate any more money for their security. It's like, when it's somebody else, when it's an other, you don't give a crap.
Yeah, but they figured out how to get the Supreme Court more protection. And here's my thing: the Supreme Court already has protection, okay? And then they were able to figure that out. But things to take care of the people in America, they cannot do. Anything that's relative to us, they cannot do. So in my opinion, they are not deserving of any comfort or feeling of safety and comfort. None of those guys, because they should be ashamed. Like even the ones that I like, at the end of the day, they're just letting this shit happen. Okay? And ultimately, we're going to get backed into a corner where either we completely surrender or people just go, okay, that's it. Now we've reached it, that's it. Just fuck it. At this point, you've backed me all the way into a corner and I can't do anything about it other than either give up or fight back. And the people who are responsible for that are the folks that we elect, and they go out there and all they do is take care of themselves the whole time. And all they do is play games with us.
When they come off the bus in D.C. as a newly elected congressman, there's a reception for them, and in one room is all of the lobbyists, and they're shown a menu, and it's like, you want to be on this committee, you want to be head of this committee, well, you need to kick back this much to the RNC, and then the noob is like, what do you mean? How do I get that money? They're like, well, go in that room and get the money from the lobbyists.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're not even, they didn't even have their orientation, and they're already getting bribed.
Yeah. By the way, someone's saying, yes, there's a lot of rain. I'm in the van, and it's raining out there. You probably see some lightning or something behind me here, so it's pouring rain. You guys are all in Florida. Is it raining where you're at?
No.
We had some thunder and light rain, like in the afternoon, early afternoon.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything today.
Yeah, it's probably just raining on my house, which has happened.
But Florida's a big frickin' state, and it's like 4 states in one.
Yeah, I actually had a tree drop down in front of my place. I don't know if I've shown that yet. Let me see if I can find pictures of that. Yeah, we had a big tree. The last time a storm came through here. Let's see if I can put this up here on the screen. Check that out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that's Lola going out there to move it?
I don't know. She's just going
to do it.
Yeah, she's just going to look at it. I'm like, okay, I can see it. It's down. It's not in a place where, like, it didn't fall on the house or whatever. It just fell where more trees are. So
that works.
Yeah, it's gonna sit there and rot a little bit. It's gonna take. I don't have a serious enough chainsaw to go through that.
Well, until Walter comes by with a chainsaw, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Walter's not. That is not his business. Not his business. It's fine. The squirrels can run around out there for now. So, yeah. You know what I wanted to know before I forget? This thing in California with the what was it?
Doxing?
The AG. Yeah. When he put out all these people's info, I want to know how many celebrities are on that list.
Oh, no. There was it Reno May did a video on that? There was judges, cops, all that.
Yeah. No, but I want to know how many celebrities, and then out of those celebrities, I want to know how many of these like anti-gun celebrities are actually have CCWs and all that kind of stuff in California. That's what I'd like to know. Oh, look, pizza. What kind of pizza is that?
We got some pepperoni and we got some plain.
Okay, all right. There you go.
You put a plain on a pizza? Did you crash this thing?
Yeah.
Dude, you too?
If it's not crashed, it will be soon. It will be soon. Yeah. Can you? Where did that pizza? Is that you have a good pizza joint around you?
Yeah, not New York good, but Florida good.
Florida good? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they know? Are they Italian?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Do they know about Zeppelis?
I don't think so.
No, then they're not Italian. They're not Italian.
I didn't check the menu for that.
Yeah. Shout out to Shooting Gallery, Eddie. He's out there.
Yep. And he just texted me. He said he's going to be in Florida on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so he said something like, "Hey, let's go to Hank's and go shoot." I'm like, oh, "Okay, yeah, I'm good."
No,
I don't know about Hank, but I'm okay with
here.
that.
No, I'm not going to be here. What day is that? No, definitely not going to be here.
That's okay. We'll be there.
Oh yeah. No, it's fine. You could show up here, Hoff. You show up here with that STG 44. You're good.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Now I got a MP40 to go with it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, can we take a look at that here? We've got about a minute, but what is that behind you? Have I shot this?
No, you have not. I just got it.
Oh, very nice.
I built it before for a customer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just bought it back.
Very nice. You know what? I think I've shot the 22 versions of this that, what's the name of those guys that make the 22s out of these?
Yeah, the GSG, is it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, this is the real one. Well, kind of the real one. It's a tube gun.
Okay.
It's not a German made. It's a German parts kit on a US tube.
Ah. Okay. Very nice.
But it runs.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So is it a good story or a bad story behind that? Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break here, and we're gonna come right back, and then we'll get into the story behind that.
All right.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, Kioski says that's a good question. Prove these antis are only antis against others having arms. Yeah, I would like to know, out of all these, all this stuff that got out there, I don't want to know these people's info. I just want to know, here's all these folks who are celebrities and very famously anti-gun. However, they do have guns.
Of course they do.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
Well, that drives me crazy. Liam Neeson is like gun grabber extreme in all of the monies, on all of the movies he makes. Money, Freudian slip. Mm-hmm. But all of the movies he makes, the body counts are in the triple digits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see here. And someone says, let me see, I'm trying to figure out who. Oh, Armament and Axis says that gun screams Hitler.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So what is the story with that, Hoffman?
A buddy of mine bought a MP40 parts kit, and then he found a transferable tube that was unbuilt on Gunbroker and bought that. Mm-hmm. And I took the tube and the parts kit and made a gun out of it.
Okay. So you didn't originally build it for you. You built it for him.
I built it for him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And he likes it, but it's not his favorite. Okay. And he kind of looked at getting rid of it, and I said, well, mm-hmm. What do you want for it? Because my family cut some inheritance money loose. Mm-hmm. And my stepfather said, you should take some of that money and invest it. And I said, well, what the hell do I invest it in?
Whatever you know about.
And he's like, well,
I mean, let's
kind of
see.
not much right now. And I said, he said, well, what about guns? And I said, okay, guns I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's all kinds of advantages of me buying guns because I can write them off the business. I can, they're business expense. And
Right,
yada,
Hank
yada,
Strange
yada.
could shoot it, I
Yeah,
mean...
I can shoot the hell out of it.
Right.
And
I'm never going to
I
argue
said-
with you buying machine guns, Rich.
yeah, I said, well, what do you want for it?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, well, I want 18 grand for it. And I said, well, that's more than I want to pay for it. And he's like, well, are you buying this for yourself? And I said, well, yeah, as an investment, I'll sell it at some point. And he's like, well, for you, this much. And it was just a price I couldn't turn down. So,
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. I mean, someone's got to keep the machine guns out there. Like the other day, we had Walther on, and he was real sad because he had to help a friend of his decommission some machine guns that the ATF wouldn't let him transfer, and Walther was really messed up about that whole thing.
Yeah.
Was that the 20 millimeter guy?
Yeah. So I think he sent me. Did he send me pictures? Somewhere I think he did. But he was talking about it when he was on the show. It sucks. I think it was a crink and a tantal. Let me see if I could.
You're saying the FFL to FFL you can't just transfer?
Well, they wouldn't
No.
let them. They wouldn't let. They have the ATF has to approve it, and they just wouldn't.
Really?
They're really fucked up now. Let's be honest. Look at these guns.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought you got a post sample and you can just transfer it.
No, it's not. It's not automatic, right, Rich? I don't think.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, post samples, you need a law letter, and law letters are a pain in the ass to get, unless you've got a brother-in-law or a cousin who's a chief of police.
Yeah. And here's what wound up happening to them, which is just really. Oh
No.
my. Yeah.
That's just wrong.
Frick.
Yeah. So I mean, are they recoverable from that state? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
But for fuck's sakes. Yeah. They wouldn't. My understanding, and Walter's not here to tell that story properly, but my understanding is they just wouldn't. The ATF said no, you can't. It has to. We won't let you transfer it. So. Yeah. So they're being ATF is being really, really extra fucked up right now. I mean,
They got the green light.
yeah, they don't have to do anything. So a lot of times in situations like this, they're just saying no. And this guy spent a lot of money fighting all of this and pushing back and all that. And eventually, you come to a point that you're like, okay, this is just how it's gonna go then. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. So in light of news that sucks from the gun world, have you guys heard about the what is this thing here? We were talking about New York, right? And I want to bring up I think that let me see. I'm trying to find the story. Sorry, Amaland I think has this story. Here we go.
Who?
Amoland News, that John Crump works for.
Yeah, he owns it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
No, John Crump definitely doesn't own it. Don't let anyone believe that. If John Crump owned it, they wouldn't do some of the nonsense that they do. I think right now the only thing that I respect over at Amoland News is John Crump. So, I'm not, there's a lot of bullshit going on there, in my personal opinion. Okay, New York sues multiple companies over privately made firearms. Okay, so New York State has filed suit against a slew of firearms retailers for selling unfinished frames and receivers. New York State Attorney General Letitia James announced the lawsuit at a press conference in New York City. The lawsuit claims that these online firearms retailers are causing a public nuisance by selling what she refers to as ghost guns to residents of the Empire States. The retailers include Arms or Ally LLC, Blackhawk Manufacturing Group Inc., 80% Arms Inc., ADP Freedom Company, Barnauls, The Glock Store, Indie Guns, KM Tactical, Primary Arms, Rainier Arms, and Rockslide USA.
How did they miss JSD?
I don't know. Maybe that's coming in a separate thing. So, did you guys go on today and talk about this?
No, we didn't have a show today.
Yeah. So, the lawsuit also claims the defendants broke federal law by selling these kits by implying these items are firearms. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. There's a lot of things that they want, including money. So they want these guys to not sell these things in New York. They want money from them. They want them to pay for all this stuff. What do you guys think about all this?
What do you have to pay for?
They want them to pay for it. Hold on, let's see.
They want reparations?
Yeah, so the state, let's see, it's right here. The states want companies to pay restitution to the state for violating state law and divest from any profits made from the sales of the kits. AG James also demands that the targeted companies pay all the legal fees associated with the case. Most chillingly, the New York State AG demands that the named companies turn over all customer records for patrons living in New York State and who purchase an unfinished frame or receiver within the past 5 years.
I can tell you what a good company would say is go pound sand. Because you're in New York State, you sue me, I'm in another state, go F yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what I'd do. I'd just write them a letter and say, go fuck yourself.
Oh,
I wouldn't even bother showing up or anything.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, you can just fuck right off.
Maybe
at the most, what they'll get out of this is these companies probably immediately will stop selling anything to those.
States. Most companies do not sell to prohibited states where they have laws against 80%ers.
I do. You can kiss my ass. I've talked to ATF. They said it's legal federally. It's legal in the state of Florida. You're 100% legal. Fuck you.
Yeah. So technically, I guess New York did. They came almost when they come out with that law. I think it says right here, like last year. What was
I'm not sure when that came out in New York, but
yeah.
Not to be rude to New Yorkers, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out.
I'm trying to find exactly when did. Yeah, I don't know when they made that law. I remember we talked about it whenever they did it. It's bullshit. I mean, first of all, okay, these 80% is not a firearm. It's not regulated. It's not a firearm, right? It's not a firearm, so it's not regulated.
It's a box of parts.
Yeah. Until you make it into something, Yeah. Yeah, but that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative to do that. But it's not a firearm, so.
And before this country was a country, people were building their own damn firearms. And I don't have to say this. Richard Hoffman has 1,000% more skill than I do. But I could buy 4 parts in a hardware store, and on my way out to the parking lot, I could assemble a slam-fire shotgun. You're not going to stop it. Whether you think 3D printing is the boogeyman, or ghost gunners are the boogeyman, or polymer 80s are the boogeyman, you're not going to stop it.
Yeah, go, Richard. I think you wanted to say something here.
Somebody just asked if I'm back into production yet. And I'm kind of not, because I'm so wiped out from the treatments. I only get a couple hours a day to do stuff. I'm trying to get out into the shop and get back into production, but it's slow.
Yeah, there you go. I think that was who was that? Dylan
1924.
Yeah, Dylan 1924.
Now, is Dylan 1924 Dill spec, or
well, that's Dalen 1924.
So Dalen.
Yeah, that's my dyslexia.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't think that's DIL-spec. I'm assuming that's not DIL-spec. By the way, also, FlyingRich and BWE Firearms are collaborators with this. So if you guys give up any some cash right here,
super chats, or
it'll go to these guys. Yeah. We're splitting it 3 ways.
No, cool. We got a 3-way going. I always wanted a 3-way.
33%.
Now, wait a minute. I don't want to be in the freaking middle.
But you are.
I want to be in the back end.
Well, I don't want to be anywhere in that sandwich. I don't even want to be outside looking at that sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, so you're one of those perverts. You want to be watching it, but you don't want to.
No, I said I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Oh, I'm going to give myself nightmares now.
Yeah, Dalen said, yes, thanks for correcting the pronunciation, not DIL-spec. Take care, Richard. So that's from Dalen, 1924. So anyway, if you guys do that, that's one of the things with Utreon is you could do the collaboration thing. So there you go.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Okay, we were talking. Lola said.
We're getting scolded by Lola.
Lola's trying to come in here. So yeah. So what do you think about this whole this idea that New York State now is going to go after these companies, including companies like Barnauls and all that? What do you think about this, Richard Hoffman?
I think it's a joke. A bunch of the companies are going to, be a bunch of pussies and, oh, well, we'll stop selling. We'll do what you want, Screw that.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to slap dick on New York and say, screw you. You want to come after me?
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly. Did you just say you just got to slap dick on New York?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
That's exactly what I said.
Right across their face.
Yep, right across, right down.
That is not me. That is not me, Lola.
Sorry, Lola.
You just gotta slap him up with a dirty, dusty, sweaty donkey dick. Uh-oh. I hope you don't have the speaker. I hope you don't have the speaker on, Rich.
Either one. Pepperoni.
Rich, look at Rich. Rich is trying not to laugh right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter came in just like, oh, you want more pizza? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. No, that's worse. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Oh man. I don't know. By the way, none of these companies have any comments or anything like that. I haven't heard anything.
I would have a comment. Mulan Lob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is just the beginning of this kind of shit. It's just the beginning of it. And New York State is just the first one. We're going to see a lot of these communist states coming out and attempting to do this stuff.
Like I said, that Thomas decision has a lot of freaking Easter eggs in it. They're gonna get punched in the nuts on this. I think there's a lot of target area for good gun rights organizations. Hence not the NRA, but FPC, GOA, all of them, to go after them and sue the crap out of them.
Yeah.
For not complying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they do need to be countersued when all of this kind of stuff is coming up there. They just need to keep getting countersued and smacked upside the head. Because where does New York State have the right to tell people what can be? It's not a firearm. It's not regulated by the federal government. It has nothing to do with them. If there's yesterday I was talking about this. There's a story in New York, right, where at MTA, which is Metropolitan Transit Authority, they had like one of these expensive 3D printers. I think it's like $100,000 3D printer, and it got stolen.
So you're talking like a metal 3D printer?
Yes, but here's the thing: it got stolen, right? So this 3D printer got stolen.
Wait! Something got stolen from the MTA by an employee?
Yeah. That's
my shocked face.
Yeah, right. So here's the story. 3D printer capable. Listen to this headline: 3D printer capable of making ghost gun parts stolen from MTA rail yard. And it's talking about brand new $103,000 3D printer capable of making parts for ghost guns went missing from an MTA rail yard in Brooklyn earlier this year and has yet to turn up, the Post has learned. And he goes on. Now, if you really read this article, the crazy thing is that MTA didn't buy this printer to make guns. They bought it to make parts that they don't have. And so it went missing. It's New York, but this can happen anywhere. Expensive thing. Someone can wind up stealing this thing. But the story is reading like, oh no, there's this rogue 3D printer out there that can make guns, just walking around making guns. Yeah.
Maybe the guy wants to make, thermostat housings. Who knows?
Yeah, but here's what I think. A lot of this stuff is happening because they don't want you to have any access to this. And if they could say that you can't buy an 80, you can buy an 80%er. You can get, it's not a firearm. It's not a gun. You can buy that, right?
Yeah.
So eventually they want to be able to say, no, you can't buy a 3D printer. That's a gun. You're basically buying a gun.
Dude, again, I don't need a 3D printer to have a 3D printer. I can go to frickin' a catalog, McMaster Car, and I can order all the parts I need to build a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop Hoffman. You're not going to stop, Walter or Patrick. That crap ain't stopping.
Anyone who's interested enough. Dudes in prison are making guns.
Yes.
Dudes in prison.
Yep. Yes, good point.
Yeah.
But the crux, the absolute truth of this is if you look at places like Baltimore or Chicago or New York City, where they are intensely gun-free zones and they have crazy restrictions on guns. Well, look at Florida, where, I don't know how many people have a permit. I know this neighbor has a permit. The two neighbors behind me have a permit. I got a new neighbor over here. I'm not sure. I'm going to go shooting with a neighbor 4 houses down. He's got a permit. And actually, his liberal neighbor next door has a permit.
Mm-hmm.
So how come it's not all, blood and guts here in Florida, even in Miami? It's not like New York.
Armed society is a polite society.
And it's because the criminals know they can predate on an unarmed populace.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, it's based on the Sullivan laws, which Sullivan was a syphilis-infected Tammany Hall bureaucrat that, of course, we all know syphilis, one of the symptoms is paranoia.
Yeah.
And he was paranoid.
We're coming up on a hard break. Let's take that break and come back and talk more about syphilis.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Also talking about support, big shout out to Armament and Axes. He gave some money, which to all of us, and he says one dork Hank, one crazy crashing Rich, and one cool bro the Hoff. Good times tonight. You know what? That's bullshit. Why does Hoffman get to be the cool bro?
Because I'm the cool one here.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay. All right.
I'm the cool whip in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I think he had that one. Preloaded. And let me see. What is this? Asper Warrior says Hank's extended coverage of this article is just his way of subtly telling the internet he's an interested buyer in that 3D printer. Yeah, I'll buy it for a couple of bucks if it was really, really cheap. Yeah.
Hey, come on, have you printed out a calibration cube yet?
No.
No?
I've got a bunch of stuff. I am gonna start making some stuff. I've got a 3D printer here. I've got a ghost gun.
I got a whole freaking handful of calibration cubes.
What's the thing with these calibration cubes? Show me.
So, the calibration cube here, this one's gray, so it's better to see. It has the axes labeled on it.
Okay.
So X, Y, and Z. And the calibration cube. Where is my calipers? Damn. Is it under the pizza? No. Oh, here they are. So you grab your calipers. Let's see. Can I do this reverse lefty? So ideally, your calibration cube. Let's see. We're
Yeah, it's
getting
got
too much
20.
glare. Is so it's 20 millimeters in every direction. Also, by looking at the calibration cube, you can see if your cooling settings and all of that are good, if the corners are squared, your retract settings are good. Basically, it shows the quality of the print.
Okay.
I just printed this on the first printer I ever had because I did a custom redesign of the hot end and had the first print in like 4 or 5 months of having the printer down.
Okay.
Because where's my box of stuff?
Are you still printing? Are you still printing, Hoffman? Go ahead.
I'm doing some. I'm going to be doing some more stuff here shortly.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, there you go.
So I printed another one of these. I got all the parts, and I learned printing this. Like this here, I had supports on. You don't need supports for that. The little cartoon character here.
Yeah, what is that? What do you have on there? Go up a little bit.
So that is
Invader Zim. Is that Invader Zim?
That is Invader Zim, and the guy who designed this goes by the name Invader Zip.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my newly, freshly minted one, that is like crisp AF. It's beautiful.
Let me ask you a question. Are you speeding up the prints on this? Because I know you've been doing a lot of like messing around with print times and stuff like that. Is that normal, the print time, or did you speed it up?
Okay. All right. So this I can print fast in like 9 hours, but I printed this in 29 hours. So this is a slow print. This actually was a fast print. So the way you can see the difference, and it's a hacked fast print. You see the sheen. This actually has a little bit of a gloss look to it.
It looks more finished. Yeah.
And this has a little bit more dull look to it. So this was a fast print.
Okay.
And this was a standard speed print that took 29 hours. I had 2 power fluctuations during it, so I've got a UPS on my printer.
Okay. Okay, cool. No, that's some cool stuff. Yeah, I know. The reason why I ask is I know you like messing around with that, like with the print speeds and stuff like that. I was talking to Babyface about you, and I was like, yeah, he's crazy. He likes to be a mad scientist when it comes to
it's testing some things out. There's for the most part almost nothing that I almost never download something and print it. I always usually tweak it. Like even that lower, I tweaked some things in it to strengthen it in some areas because I had earlier fast prints that failed a certain way, and I just beefed up a certain area where I could do it. And there's one last piece, so it depends on what barrel nut I get as to how the first piece connects on. So there's a part, let me put these two together. So the next part of the handguard here is highly dependent on the dimensions of the barrel nut. So if I get a mil-spec barrel nut, I can print the standard part, but if I don't get a mil-spec barrel nut, I have to print a modified part to fit the spec of that nut.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm waiting on those parts to come in.
Yeah, you're getting all into this. That was it. What was that? What was that 9mm called again? That carbine.
So this is the ARC.
The ARC. Yeah.
The ARC by Invader Zip.
Yeah. Someone's
so
asking.
9mm Glock.
Okay, so a 9mm Glock is what's okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So there's a couple of things on here I modified a little bit for myself.
Yeah. Someone's asking about MP5. So,
Yeah.
Jason,
So
yeah,
there's a 3D printed. Actually, let's see. You had him on the show. Why can't I think of his name?
Control Pew,
Not Control Pew. The other
Vin.
guy, the masked guy. What's his name?
Oh, print, shoot, repeat.
PSR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had PSR stuck in my brain. So PSR printed an MP5. So he's got some good videos on that. Not, of course, you can't show. He just has a shooting video. So it's a lot of fun. He's very creative. The So you can print the MP5. There's also a printable SETME. So if you want to print something like that, you can print those also. I'd consider printing an MP5 because also Matt Lavoisier, he has a wind chime set for it. So
Okay.
there's very few gun parts you actually have to have.
Who the hell is Matt Lavoisier?
Fudbusters.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's his name.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
I'm making him sound more exotic.
Maybe I thought it was Larossier.
LaRossia? I thought it was.
Yeah. I don't
Anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What kind of stuff are you interested in printing, Richard Hoffman? Or like, are you working on specific guns or gun parts?
Gun parts.
Okay.
Because I can't sell printed guns. They won't hold up.
Okay.
And if somebody buys something from PWE and it doesn't hold up, that's a bad thing.
Right.
I'm working on, I guess it was 10 years ago, 7 years ago. I designed a 22 magazine for the full auto Uzi 22 kits.
Ah. Okay.
And it was basically a standard 32 round Uzi magazine and then inserts that I machined out of Delrin. And it's gotten too expensive to make those anymore. One, the cost of Delrin. Two, the cost of 32 round Uzi magazines has gone up. So I am working on me and this other guy who worked on the other magazines. We're working on that same internal design magazine because it's proven, we know it works. And we're working on 3D printing the entire magazine. So you don't need an Uzi magazine body. It'll just be a 3D printed magazine.
Okay.
We can bring to the market much cheaper. I'm working on that. I'm working on some other, some magazine loaders, some other things like that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And you're gonna, so it's just like what you're messing around with is what you're gonna print them with, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We pretty much have the design finished, and we've started to test it, and it's worked real well so far.
Oh, good.
Now we print it in some different materials, decide on what material works the best,
Okay.
what prints the best, and then we probably got to take one magazine and put 5,000 to 10,000 rounds through that magazine to prove the magazine.
Yeah. So are these the purpose of these magazines is just is it just machine gun stuff, semi-auto
Yeah,
stuff, or both?
Right now it's
Okay.
just for the machine guns, for the Uzi full size and mini machine guns with the 22 conversion kits in them.
Okay.
I think we're going to adapt them probably to the HK G3 conversion kit. um, because somebody is making an adapter for Uzi magazines, the 22 Uzi magazines to use in the G3. So if we can print the 22 Uzi magazines and just buy their adapter, just put them together, and then you can use them in the G3.
Yeah. So out of the reason, so what I'm curious about with that, like if magazines are, specifically for machine guns, what are the issues you face with that? Like, is it feeding? I mean, and then I'm guessing it's going to get complicated if it's a rimfire machine gun too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
22 rimfires are a pain in the ass to get running in anything, let alone a machine gun. But that design I already have from the inserts I did. So we've got the internals that work. We're just working on the outsides now and making sure the printed ones hold up.
Okay.
And like I said, we want to put 5 to 10,000 rounds through it. Which, like DCG 44 said, that's even in 22. That's big money.
Yeah, 5 to 10K rounds. Yeah, in 22 LR.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's production stuff.
Yeah.
5 to 10,000 rounds through something is not, it's not unheard of.
Right, and then I know one of the things you specialize in is machine gun competitions, right? So that's going to be for competing.
Oh yeah, the 22 is a ball in subgun competitions. Because there's no recoil in it. You can shoot a match a lot cheaper than you can 9mm. And it's just a whole lot of fun.
Yes, I mean, if like I would take this, people might get mad at this, but I would take it if they would just make 22 machine guns legal. I mean, come the fuck on, right? Like 22 machine guns, that's so amazing, man. It's so awesome. And then suppressed.
Oh yeah, they're just
yeah. 22 machine gun suppressed, man, is a very close rival to sex.
Yeah.
If you shoot 22 suppressed, all you hear is the action. You hear like the clicking of the action.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
And the 22, because most of the machine gun kits use an aluminum bolt body. It's so much quieter than the 9mm. The action noise itself.
Yeah. I think there's stuff you could do, right? There's definitely stuff you could do to quiet that down. Asper Warrior is saying, I haven't owned a 22 in years now. I keep finding some reason I need something else before getting a chance to buy a 22. Gonna print one. Dude, everyone should have multiple 22s.
Oh yeah.
I have two 22s. So I got the Taurus TX22 and I've got the CMR 30.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of good 22s out there. The Taurus is a really nice one. I would say
bunches of.
Yeah, what kind of? So you probably have like a big collection of 22 machine guns. Am I right or wrong about that?
I've got the M16 in 22. I've got 2 full-size Uzi 22 conversion kits. I've got the mini Uzi 22 conversion kit that I run in the Katsar. What else do I have?
Is that is that anything like the micro Uzi?
The Katsar?
Yeah.
No, that's the tan one I had that's between the size of the full size and the mini. The one that Lola liked so much.
Yeah. Okay, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah. I like the micro. That micro Uzi was so freaking awesome.
That just screams.
Yeah. But there's no you can't convert that to 22.
I probably can. I just got to make the bolt and the barrel for it.
Oh man. Yeah. Um, Cruiseman says, I haven't had a 22 in a while either. I still have some 22 ammo though. What is happening to people? Come on, man. You guys have to have 22s out there.
Yeah.
Like, I always have some kind of 22 thing that I'm working on or whatever. You know, and Rich, I think you've sent me video before of you doing 22 competitions, right, Hoffman? Or is the stuff I've seen? Is that stuff I've seen 22s?
Yeah.
That you're competing? Okay. Yeah.
Yep. The M16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The M16 was with 22s. I know there's some videos of the Uzis in 22. One of the guys I shoot with has a 22 conversion kit for his Thompson M1. That's a hoot, you know. Nothing like shooting a 13-pound gun in 22.
You can't even feel it. Huh?
It just sits there.
Yeah, someone 42 Chill says 22 ammo's way up. Yeah, I haven't bought 22 ammo in a while. But is it really
do you know what ammo never went up?
What? Don't say 10 millimeter. Oh, 50. Oh,
50 BMP.
Okay, you bastard.
Didn't go up.
Someone was asking about your 50 and I think the optic.
Yeah, so that's just a stand-in. I think I've got a deal where somebody's going to give me an optic for a T&E. So when it shows up, I'll announce, but
Okay.
I think some of my viewers or Darks viewers have a good idea on who.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't like to talk about a deal before it's done. But yeah, so I think I got an optic coming in that's 50 rated.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did a short today with that. So I've been having an issue with YouTube Shorts. I'll upload them. There'll be a short, and I actually have screenshots of them on the phone app, the YouTube Studio phone app, in the Shorts column, and the video I did today performed great in the first 10 minutes, and it got bumped over to the normal video. It got bumped out of Shorts.
What?
So I'm watching the view chart go like vertical. I'm like, yes, and then got bumped out.
That's interesting. YouTube might be messing around with something.
Yeah.
I've had a number of videos. Like I talked to you, probably a month and a half ago about this, and you said you've shot shorts, edited them, and then uploaded them, and it stayed as a short. So I've done kind of every combination, like just shooting a sunset. So people are like, "Hey, how come you're shooting the sunset?" I'm like, you're a gun guy, or like just checking the algorithm on how it all works, and to see so I've had videos
hold on 1 second. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Hold on.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
All right, sorry about that, Rich. So yeah, you were saying that you're trying to like test out what's going on with the shorts.
Yeah, so videos I've shot the sunset, uploaded it, never left the YouTube app, and they got bumped out of Shorts. And I did, the name, hashtag Shorts, and all that. And
how long
got
were
bumped
they?
out.
How long were they? What was the duration?
I'm looking at 36 seconds, 24 seconds, 32 seconds, 20 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what's going on, but I would say this. I think
I opened a tech support issue with YouTube.
Oh, you did? Okay. I would say that if you really like doing the whole shorts thing, from what I see that folks are doing now, they're actually making a separate channel and doing shorts on there, because I think that shorts are in the long run detrimental to your normal channel. So I actually so for example on Stranger Palooza, where we do the van stuff, I was putting shorts up on there, and then I noticed one of those shorts got really successful, and it made the whole algorithm for the channel turn upside down. So it was actually destructive to the channel, and what I wound up doing was deleting all the shorts, and after about a month, the channel started coming back. So I think that YouTube, like a lot of people are seeing that. When I talk to other YouTubers, they say it's not really worth it to do the shorts and put them on YouTube because it just skews the whole algorithm for the rest of your channel in a crazy direction. And what I mean by that
and I did notice. I did notice my normal views seem to drop 100, 200. Like I have kind of staple videos that get regular views, and it seems like my normal, bread and butter videos stopped getting as many views.
Well, that's because what you're doing, the way the algorithm is set up, is that once you get shorts start becoming the successful thing, remember, time duration. So what's happening is you have a 30-second video doing better than your 10-minute video. So that puts you in a whole different category with the YouTube algorithm, and they didn't do anything about it. They just decided they wanted to compete with TikTok, but that's a completely different platform where most people are actually coming to YouTube for longer form things than 30 seconds or even a minute, right? So if your channel before was built on the time duration. So for example, one of my best videos on Stranger Palooza is a 2-hour long video, and the average view duration on that video is an hour.
And is that the Andrew's Custom Leather video?
No, that's on Stranger Palooza. So that's people looking at van stuff, and they're looking at a 2-hour video. They're looking at an hour. Because of the information there. So if I all of a sudden threw up like videos, so I put up a short on there that was maybe about 50 seconds, and it did really well. It got 77,000 views, but that skews the whole thing, because now this video is really successful, and it's 50 seconds, and that's going up against these other videos that were successful, but they're an hour long or 30 minutes, or 50 minutes. So
let me ask you a question. You're doing a lot more with Stranger Palooza in, I don't know, it's the last year and a half or 2 years. Is that a gateway drug to the other Hank Strange channels?
I think there's a lot of people that look at Stranger Palooza that are gun guys. I hear it, I can tell from the comments and stuff like that. So I have a lot. So it's going one way, but the question is, are you getting people in from Stranger Palooza and then they're viewing your 2A content? Yeah, I think a lot of van folks out there, they have vans because they want to be independent. They don't want to fly anymore. They don't want to deal with all the bullshit. They don't want to deal with the airlines or the hotels or whatever. Well, those people look like us.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I've met anyone in the van world yet that's not a gun guy. And there's always people say to me, "Oh, you talk about like your other stuff. What is it?" And I go, "Oh, it's guns. I'm a Second Amendment advocate." And they're like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, we like guns." I've never met anyone who's like, "Oh, guns are evil." Never. A lot of those folks are retired people who were in law enforcement or in the military in some part of their life, or even if they weren't, they're just folks who think like us and they want to be independent. So for the most part, I think it's a pretty good thing. Also, it's interesting to look at Stranger Palooza, the van stuff. YouTube doesn't come down on that because of ideology or because I'm a gun guy. So it's interesting to look at that versus I'm still putting up stuff on the Who Moved My Freedom podcast on YouTube, and I'm still putting up stuff on Hank Strange on YouTube, and they are killing everything, man. I'm 120,000 subscribers on YouTube/Hank Strange, and if I put up a video now, it used to be that they cut me down to like 2,000 views. Now I have a tough time getting 500 views out of a video. So I'll share that video. I'll put it on my social media. I could see on the social media people reacting to it, and it won't go up one view on YouTube. So that tells me that they have something locked over there. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'll share something on Stranger Palooza, and I'll see the numbers go way up, and then I'll share it. I'll share something that's on Hank Strange, and it won't budge. So it's interesting.
Interesting.
It's interesting to look at what's happening. But my suggestion to you or anyone else out there that's trying to build a YouTube channel with shorts, if you like doing shorts, make a separate YouTube channel and put it up there, and then your long form stuff, leave that alone. Like, take all those shorts out because it's too confusing. And it's possible that YouTube is experimenting with something because they're having a problem, I think, because of this conflict with the shorts and then the regular content.
Yeah, because I've seen other YouTubers, like I was going to share somebody's channel and I just started typing and I really wasn't looking. Like, what the hell is that channel? It's, blah, 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 their name Shorts. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you'll see that. Are you, Hoffman, are you back to posting on YouTube, on social media and all that, man?
I have not posted. I'm getting ready to do a couple of videos. Hopefully I'll get in here. If I'm feeling okay, I'll get in here tomorrow and do the last little filming I need to do. And I'm going to do an update of what's going on. I'm going to do a video I shot my Liberty suppressor that they sent me.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
I shot it on this.
Wait, hold on. What is that? That's a 1911? I think it looks like it.
High power.
Oh, high power. Okay.
Actually, shooting this, I had the stock on it too.
Oh, sweet.
And I shot it on 4 or 5 or 6 subguns.
Oh, cool. Okay, how was it? How did it?
It worked. For what it is, it worked real well.
Okay.
Yes, my big, huge, fat Uzi suppressor.
Okay, yeah, let's compare these two. And which one, is that the Mystic that you've got from Liberty?
This is the, where is it? Yeah, it's the Mystic.
Okay.
It goes on everything.
Yeah. That's one of the cool things about it. It's a big difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
It's you and the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah.
My big fat Uzi suppressor, it's quieter than the Mystic.
For sure, yeah.
I was also shooting supersonic ammo out of the Mystic, and I was surprised how quiet it was.
Yeah.
I didn't have any subsonic with me. I forgot. I left the can at home.
Oh, okay.
So, Rich, does your high power have the holster stock?
Yes. It's got the holster stock with it that I've modified so it fits in there, not with the suppressor, but it fits in there with the extended barrel on it.
Yeah. Did you get that from Asper Warrior?
Where the hell did I get it from?
No, Asper Warrior is asking that question.
That's the question.
Yeah.
I think I got it from Sarco.
Okay.
I think they had a bunch of them made.
We're obviously friends with Liberty suppressors, and Dave from Liberty comes on and everything. But one of the things I like about the Mystic is it's very flexible. They have a lot of adapters for that Mystic.
I've got the adapter that's on there.
Yeah. But if you go, hold that up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There's they sent me 4 or 5 adapters.
Yeah.
I've got the Uzi, I've got the MP5, I've got fixed mount half 28, fixed mount 5/8/4, and then the half-inch booster for the pistol.
Some serious thunder and lightning going on here. The thing is that there's an adapter for the Mystic so that you can go to the universal thread pitch. I think you and I spoke about universal thread pitch before. I'm not sure if FlyingRich, are you up on the universal thread pitch?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, there's basically a universal thread pitch that a lot of companies are kind of sort of adapting for suppressors. And I think they went off of a thread pitch that Silencer Co. is using. Let me see if I can look up.
So,
Yeah, let me see if I can look up my notes on it. And so the beautiful thing about that is that you can get Silencer Co., you can get Liberty suppressors, Dead Air. All these companies are
Oh, that's
using.
cool.
They're using this pitch, and you can get adapters and things like that, and use these on lots of different guns using different. Let's say like muzzle devices and all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to go back to, if you originally got your thing from Silencer Co., you can get an adapter from Dead Air or whoever has it available, and then you can easily move one can amongst all your different guns. So yeah, it's a cool thing, and Liberty actually picked that up and started doing it, and there's adapters for the Mystic for anyone who's interested in that. So like if you're looking to get one can and then do a bunch of stuff with it, I think the Mystic's a good can. But I'm biased.
Is the way to go, because you can go from 22 long rifle up to 300 Win Mag.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's impressive. For basically a 9mm suppressor.
Yeah, they're doing cool stuff with it. So someone who's asking this question, let me see. And I didn't, I don't know. Let's see, who asked this question? Hold on. JCP90 says, Hoff, would you ever build an AK-74U? As I'm going to show off my awesome. I need you to build a bullpup AK-74, Hoffman. Or FlyingRich for that matter.
See, the big problem is I don't have any of the AK tools.
Oh, okay.
So, because that's just not something I do. So for me to build an AK, it doesn't make any sense. I can buy one cheaper than I can buy all the tooling to do it.
Brandon Herrera likes bullpups, so you could have him do it.
Yeah. I've heard that Brandon Herrera is very jealous of my AK-74 bullpup. I've heard this. Listen, this is why I don't know. I'm going to speak for me. I'm not speaking for JCP90, but I want you to make AKs so that we can have access to BWE AKs. Okay? I mean, why do you think we want you to just get into it and make it happen, Rich?
Oh, jeez. I actually have been working on one AK for a long time, but I need to get back to it and get it working.
Oh, this is for a customer, though?
No, it's for me. It's one of the, what were they, Romanian trainers parts kits that came in 22.
Oh, so, okay, yeah.
Doesn't Walther have one of those?
Yeah, I think Walther has one like that, yeah.
And I'm building that in full auto. Problem is, it's got a bad barrel in it. The chamber's oversized, so it keeps bursting cases.
Yeah.
So I got to make a new barrel for it.
I think when you build it, especially since you have to make this new barrel, can you just make it integrally suppressed? Just go.
I could, but I mean, considering 22 suppressors are that long,
Come on.
I cut the barrel down, so it's what is the barrel? It's just ahead of the gas block.
Why redo the barrel? Just ream it and put a new chamber in. Put an insert in.
Yeah.
He just took a deep breath. Go ahead, Rich.
He says, stick to 3D printing.
Yeah.
Putting a barrel liner in a gun, one in a full auto, unless I silver solder the entire length, it's not going to hold up to the heat. Acuglass won't hold up to the heat. And two, it's actually more work than just turning a new barrel.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Night Train is saying that the Hofmeister should just head over to the Ukraine and pick up some models. Good luck with that.
If I had a leadership, I would.
Yeah. Can we all pool? Yeah. Can we all pool together and just get like a container shipped over here? I don't know. That's a one-way story, man. Our politicians out there who are so awesome, They are fully supporting all the guns going to the Ukraine possible, but
They want
Americans,
every single Ukrainian to have a full auto AK
yeah,
or a full auto M16.
not
But they
Americans
don't
though.
want semi-autos.
No, not Americans. How dare you? You know, you bastards. Don't even think about it. So, yeah.
What we should do is arm every single Ukrainian and then bring them in here as illegal aliens with their full autos.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know about
They,
that.
they can
man.
even ride in a bus and not the back of a tractor trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold, Rich. That is very cold. You know,
Well.
I don't know, man. I think Ukrainians need to stay over in Ukraine. I'm happy for them to fight for their freedom over there, but yeah, you know, I don't necessarily want. Those guys are just finding out about freedom, okay? They're just realizing that they have to fight. I don't necessarily want them to come over here in mass and start messing up things in America. You know, we've already got a bunch of communists in here that maybe we should take a lot of the folks in like California and New York and places like that and send their asses to the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay? And let them find
what
out
if-
about freedom over there and then bring them back.
We send all the New Yorkers and Californians to Ukraine and replace them with Ukrainians.
Maybe.
I'm in.
Maybe.
I'll contribute to that fund.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some real Ukrainian models. Maybe I'll be down with that, you know. Some
Oh,
Ukrainian
is that what's been flooding my Instagram lately?
Ukrainian hot chicks. I don't know. I don't know.
I can't read their name. It's all in like Cyrillic.
Yeah, JCP 990 says Ukrainians running around with FN F2000s. Oh, really?
Oh, I want
Yeah.
one. I know Hank's got one.
Yeah. I got lucky from your buddy.
Yeah, from my buddy
Yeah,
Chris
didn't he-
Ellog.
Yeah, didn't he give you a chance to buy that first?
Nah. I don't think. Well, I don't think I was like friends with Chris at the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think we were like YouTube buddies. I mean, he lives like 7 miles from my house. Not even.
Yeah. Asper Warrior says we can rename New York to New Crane.
Yeah, there we go.
42 Chilled said hot women, yes. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't know. We're the ones we, you know. I think that's a slippery slope. That's the best way to say it to you.
Instagram definitely figured out what type of women I like.
Oh, really? I'm so shocked.
Oh yeah, it's like holy crap.
Well, so let's go down this path. We only have like a couple of seconds here, but let's start going down the path. What kind of women
likes
it is? Say that again. What was that? What's that?
Ones with the pulse.
With a pulse? Okay. What kind of?
And even that's, you know.
Yeah, there's really only one way to do this, and I don't know if you guys would even like volunteer this. You know, you would have to show your Instagram, go on there, and go to a search, and then show us the search, and that would tell us whether or not Instagram figured out what kind of chicks you like. What
Okay,
chicks we see
here it is.
But we're about to
Here
take
it
a
is.
break. Hold on a second. Hold on. We're about to take a break. We'll be right back.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Yeah, so are we all going down this path? Is everyone agreed? I don't know if Hoffman is going to agree to this. Is it Rich? Rich obviously agreed. Hoffman, where are you at on this?
I think this is the search. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Let's go with. Okay, hold on. Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm gonna start with Rich. This is not your search, Rich.
Oh
is not
yeah,
your
that was
search.
like the first one of my search.
No. Go back to your search right now. I want to see
Well,
what your
the
search is.
All right, so here's the weird thing about my search. My search is birds, and I don't know what the thing in the middle, and women.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Birds and women. Okay, let's go to Hoffman. Okay. Oh, I see. Why? Yeah, okay. Man, Hoffman, you're a decent fellow.
He's pretty tame.
There's like one cat in there. There's one cat.
Oh,
yeah.
wait. That's the money right there.
Right. Okay. So, do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see what my thing? I don't know. Lola's saying now, "Oh, please, Lord in heaven, don't let." Hold on. Let's go to my phone for a second. There was this story here in my phone when I first put it on that was like New York City with rats stealing some pizza. But here, I'll go to my search. Let's see what it shows. Let's see. Boom. Oh. Totally innocent. It's all innocent stuff. There's some.
Oh, sure.
There's a couple.
Yeah, she's a musician. Yeah.
There's a couple of gun things in here.
Scroll up, man. Scroll up.
Oh, you want me to scroll? Oh gosh, no. There's some gun stuff. Yeah, guns and chicks. I don't know what that. Oh yeah.
Guns and barbecue.
Yeah, there's definitely big booties.
Some off-roading.
Yeah. One time Lola said that
she's fast.
For some reason, Lola was looking at my phone, and she said, "You got nothing but big booties on your phone." Let me see. Yeah, you know what? Richard Hoffman is the better of us all.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what. Yeah, you've got boats and.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know if that's poop or churros are in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is that snakes? I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. You can judge us all by what our searches show. Yeah, you're looking at fish. Yeah. Yeah.
So Hank, have you ever looked at Lola's screen? What does her search look like?
Are you kidding me? I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to know. Also, I'm afraid to know. I don't.
And not get
I don't
caught.
want to. Oh my god!
Wait,
look at. This
I know
is
what it's
something
gonna
that's
be.
on my search
I
thing,
know.
right? This is how this happens to me on my search thing. This is how this happens. This is what. This is what
Lola's
comes up on
phone.
my, this
it's
is
gonna be.
this is native and natural. That's what.
It's going to be all Mr. Guns and Gear.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely some hairy dudes. That's one thing I will be very sure of. But yeah, that's
So speaking of Mr. Guns and Gear, are you going to Iraq Veteran?
Probably. I'll be there, even if it's for a short time. I'll roll through.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Hoffmeister.
Yeah, I got a table there.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I need to find out. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was. They wouldn't respond to me, and then all of a sudden, Brandy started sending me emails like there was no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that was after Eric was on our show.
Wants me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Say that again, Hoffman.
I think she figured out how hot I was and realized she wants me.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not even
she's kicking Eric to the curb. That's all
I'm not even getting in the middle of that one. No comment. No. Let me tell you something. Organizing that show that event is a massive undertaking. And Brandy really puts in a lot of work on that. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
a lot of people do.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going into it, and Brandy's doing a lot of the organizing of it, and I think probably she takes a break because they're doing a lot of organization for that through the year. So she probably takes a break, and then at a certain time goes, okay, this thing is on. We got to we got to do this again. So yeah.
She probably gets out of school and then spends the summer getting it all lined up.
Yeah, I think this is the 10th anniversary of it, right?
Yeah, 10th anniversary, I think it is.
Oh yeah.
I need to figure out where to stay.
Yeah, a number of us are going. I was trying to get together with some people and get a house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, like get an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't want to stay at the Roach Motel again.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Pussy.
I did it once.
I was gonna say, where's Hoffman staying?
Yeah,
I have
don't.
no idea. Could be
Get
staying in the
Hoffman.
back.
Get Hoffman to rent someplace and just crash over there. You know.
Hey,
And then
hey,
Rich,
my room isn't ready.
you could use them all to work for you, man. You could make them carry stuff around.
Yeah.
I'll definitely help Hoffman out.
Yeah, put them to work. I'm sure it'll be a whole crew going down there. I'll call them the Scary Bunch. That's my nickname for Flying Rich's crew. You know, a bunch of scared dudes.
The problem is, if I have Flying Rich there, nobody else will be able to shoot the guns. I'll have him. Hey, go on the line and take these people and shoot the guns, and he'll be shooting the guns the whole time.
No, listen. For everything I say about Flying Rich. Rich is responsible. You give him some responsibility. He can handle it for minimum periods of time.
Till the ADD kicks in.
Yeah, he can handle it. Kiaski says, "Wow, Hank, Rich and Crash, come on." Yeah.
So wait, did we do Gorn?
Yeah, we did. What do you have? Do you want to show some Gorn? Do you have some Gorn?
All right.
You have, okay.
So I got my 10 mil here, and this thing is so freaking heavy. It feels like you got a loaded magazine, and you don't. I mean, it's a heavy mofo, and so I got the G17 with the G34 barrel.
Is that longer going sideways or longer going down? Wait, show that whole thing again. Hold on, go back up a little bit. Back up so we can see the whole barrel.
Back up.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
And
okay.
I got the 50,
Yes.
so the Safety Harbor 50 cal.
Yes, congratulations.
And I got the bipod from Walther. Finally, I meant to get that. And I threw a scope on just to do so a stunt double for when the real scope comes in.
Yeah, I heard that you did some kind of live video with the 50 and the bipod, and you couldn't figure out how to get it going. Is that true?
That's well. Let's see. Whoa!
Here we go. This could get dangerous.
To pull this up and lock it. Let's see. I mean,
This is a strong bipod, man. They should sell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is no
beefy.
freaking like. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it seriously takes a lot of strength to operate that bipod.
Yeah, that bipod alone is a survival tool in my book.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is that going to slide?
Yeah, they make a beefy freaking bipod, man. You know? They should make...
50.
Yeah, for a 50 you would have to, yeah. But I was going to say, they should make bipods for other stuff, man, because...
Oh, that's a beautiful bipod.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me see here. Someone, let's see, there was a comment that DCG44 says even when he's not feeling his best, the Hoff brings smiles. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, the Hoff is breaking out something.
So someday I want to get the Hoff drunk so I can, hear what he says on his mind or has on his mind unfiltered.
Oh.
Same thing I say when I'm not drunk.
Yeah. Listen, we just looked at his soul. He just showed us his search. This man is as pure as the driven snow.
I don't know about that.
He's as pure as, or at least his search is good. His search on the Instagram is good. I don't know. We can't talk about anything else. What are you pulling out there?
Sorry, I got to look at my pump. I leaned over to grab something, and I was leaning on my pump, and I heard a little
pop.
I shouldn't have heard. And I want to make sure it's
Is that what you call it? The pump?
the pump.
Yeah.
My poison pump.
Yeah. Do you but seriously though, do you need folks coming out to the thing to help you out with your booth there at the Iraq Veteran event?
I don't know.
Do you need some volunteers
with me? And I don't know. I might see if my brother can come out with me. But one of those you can always use help.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say like to the guys who are going out there that know Hoffman, volunteer, spend some time over there, hanging out with him and helping him out with stuff. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not going to be there long because there's some other kind of event going on that I'm going to, but I'll stop by. I'll visit you. I'll give you like 5 minutes.
I might even have the rest of this.
You might what?
I might even have the rest of this.
Oh, what is this? Hold on a second.
Is that an MG44? What is that?
Is this a bar? No.
Very close.
What is it?
That is an FND barrel. And the FND is a upgraded BAR with a change barrel and a pistol grip.
Interesting.
And with any luck, I'll have one up there for the shoot.
Yeah.
And I've got it in four
cool.
different calibers.
Really? Okay.
I've got all the I've got almost all the stuff. I got to get the gun and make a spacer block.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got almost all the stuff to do 308, 7mm Mauser, 8mm Mauser, and 30-06.
Okay, so the barrels on that are hot swappable, right? You could just... Okay. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's cool.
And the 30-06, 308 are 8mm Mauser and 7mm Mauser all use the same trigger pack. And the 308 uses a separate trigger pack, which I just found one and got. So.
Okay, so with that, you'd have to change the trigger. But why would that be? Why would they?
Because it uses in 308 it uses FAL magazines.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And by the way, if anybody has FAL magazines, let me know. Mm-hmm. Because like a month ago they were all over the place, and then I found this gun and bought it, and now FAL mags are nowhere.
Okay, so FAL.
I got
really
FAL mags, so.
Okay. You know what? I'm looking for a Tech 9. I might be able to trade you a box of FAL magazines for a Tech 9.
No,
we could probably do that.
Yeah, I'm serious. I have like a box of FAL magazines. A box.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
Okay.
Hank, does the RFB take the FAL magazine?
No.
Or is that
right?
some other magazine?
You know what? That's a good question. Does it? No. Does it? I think it is based on that magazine. But most of the magazines I have for my RFB are like polymer and stuff like that. That's a good question.
Yeah, it says it does take the FAN FAL metric.
Yeah.
That was
so
it.
It might, yeah. But regardless of that, I got a box of them.
Yeah, and I know I can get those polymer magazines.
The polymer ones, yeah.
I don't know how they'll hold up to full auto fire.
Yeah, that's the difference, I think. Yeah, the RFB, I think that you can use them, but I found the polymer ones are fine on the RFB. Yeah. But with those other
get a polymer one and just see if it holds up, or if it gets too hot and goes.
Yeah, I think I got mags for you, Rich. I think you're good. I got a bunch of mags here, so
I got a Tech 9.
Yeah, I think we can make that happen. We can make that happen. Did you? I'm guessing that you already got that Tech 9 working, because typically they don't.
I haven't been shot to tell you.
So that's no. So it's in the condition of all the other Tech 9s out in the world.
But I need to shoot it because I'm going to do a video on it. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We got to make plans to get together anyway. But it's so hot and everything. I don't know if it's even.
It's just nasty out right now.
Yeah, and I don't want you to. You don't necessarily need to put like any other like extra pressures or anything like that on. Although I know you are testing some stuff, but I don't know where are you going? Are you going indoors somewhere to do that, or are you going out in the heat?
I'm going outdoor ranges.
Okay, all right. Just be careful, man. When
Oh yeah, like I just went down 3 weeks ago to the practice match for the subgun matches.
Uh-huh.
We have a practice day that about five of us show up to, and I did more sitting than anything,
Hmm.
uh, just because I don't have the energy. Drink lots of fluid and sit and shoot a little bit and then go sit and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How reliable is a 30-round FAL magazine?
The metal
oh I did,
ones?
Yeah.
I think they're, well, I mean, how long have they been tested? Like, the FNFAL's been, like,
yeah,
when was
that's
that,
been
the
around a long
50s?
time.
Yeah. When,
Yeah,
when
I
did
only
that
have
come out?
20s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's out of stock, too good of a price, and out of stock, too good of a price.
It's crazy. There was a guy I knew that actually had an FN. He had a couple of FNFALs that he was trying to sell me one, and I was like, I was beating around the bush on it, and
I
I
don't
wish
know. I don't know.
I should have bought. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then there was another guy. I can't remember exactly who it was. There was a guy I knew, and one day he was like, "Dude, I have all these FNFAL magazines, and I don't need them, and here you go."
Yeah.
And I
Wow.
was like, "Thank you very much." I think Flying Rich has seen that box probably.
Hmm.
I think, yeah. I don't know if you were over here one time and
No, no, all I remember is raking your yard.
oh, come on. That's not, that's not
Yeah.
even true. That's
Man,
not even, huh?
was like month and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
There were style magazines everywhere. Everybody had them. They're like, "We'll pay you to take them off our hands."
Yeah.
And
You mean like
I,
oil during the Trump administration?
Yeah.
yeah, I get this gun uh, a week and a half ago.
Mhm.
Uh, or at least made the deal for it. It'll be a while before it gets here.
Yeah. DCG 44 says 20 rounds is the standard for FAL.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and man, I went to look for FAL mags, and they are gone.
That's interesting. Oh, you know what
It's,
was go ahead. Mhm.
what the hell? What the hell happened to all the magazines?
Someone might
I
have
mean,
been. I think everything's getting bought up right now, man.
yeah, I think Brandon opened his mouth, and everybody's just buying everything that's not nailed down.
Yeah, it's weird out there. And you know what was weird yesterday? When I had Control Pew on and Vin, both of them own those smart guns. Remember the smart guns those dudes, like some company in Germany was selling. Remember those?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're at SHOT Show, yeah.
yeah. And they both have those. They've been picking them up lately, which I thought was interesting. And they're like, oh yeah,
Why?
these things are showing up on like Gunbroker for $400.
huh?
I guess they used to be like 1,800 or something like that.
Money.
Yeah, they don't work worth shit, I guess, from what I hear. However, it's a novelty kind of thing. Like me, I collect some of those guns that are terrible guns or whatever that came out because I think those are cool. That's the reason why I want a Tech 9. So I thought that's interesting. Although I remember a time like gun guys, man, would go into like, warpath mode over those things, which I understand because I think there were some states that were trying to, use the sale of those to mandate that everyone has to get smart guns.
Yeah,
Um, so these were the ones that, the ones with the watch that's magnetic or whatever craziness. Um, yeah. So there you go. All right. So listen, here's what we're gonna do. We've crossed over the 9 o'clock hour here, so we are gonna start wrapping this up. We're gonna probably take a quick break here, and then what I'll do is we'll come back. I'll have these guys tell you how you can support them, what kind of stuff they have going on. All of that will be coming up here, and we'll get into that. Are you seeing something in the news, Flying Rich? I see you.
No, it's just searching for FNFAL magazines.
Oh, okay. He's on a hunt. So we'll take this break. We'll be right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Okay, so Cruiseman is saying, let me see, what is this? Cruiseman says, I guess
he said he wants to go with you to Iraq Veteran.
To the, yeah, you don't, well, you can't go with me, unfortunately, because I'm going to be rolling right through there. But he says he needs Hank or Rich to make the connection. So yeah, I'm cool with it. I think if you guys, I don't know exactly what Cruiseman does, but you can definitely talk to these. There's a whole group of these guys who are going out there. Rich, who else is going? Rich, I think Rich is going to be there. We're going to have Shooting Gallery.
Be there.
Shooting Gallery New England will be out there. John Crump, all that kind of stuff will be there.
Crumpy, Dark.
Yeah. So if you can get together with those guys offline and talk to them, I think it'll be cool. Lola and myself are going to be rolling, probably, more than likely, rolling through there and then heading off somewhere else. So I'm not trying to be,
That's the FND, Hank.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, yeah. So this was a upgraded BAR. Okay.
FN bought the rights to, or had the rights to, the BAR in Europe, and they decided in the 30s, let's take the BAR and upgrade it. So they changed the stock a little bit. They put the pistol grip on it. They had the quick change barrels they put on it.
So those are even more collectible than a BAR, or what's the deal with that? It's like even more sought after than a BAR or collectible, or where is it in the hierarchy?
The BAR has the love of the World War II collectors.
Okay.
So people who know about the FND and the BAR, I think a lot of them prefer the FND.
Okay.
Especially because it's got quick change barrels on it. A BAR, you shoot out the barrel and you got to send it in and have a new barrel installed on it.
Yeah.
You just pop off the barrel and put on a new one.
Is that the first time that they started doing quick change barrels, or were people doing quick change barrels before?
They were quick change barrels.
Okay.
Way before that.
Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen some stuff about for machine guns that you could switch.
Yeah.
I think sometimes some militaries require that you be able to change that barrel out quickly.
And from what I understand, when FN made the Mag 50, Mag 58, the first belt fed they did, the newer belt feds, they just took the quick change barrel from the FND and put it on that gun.
Yeah, I've seen something like that. Okay, and then Cruiseman says he's been out to Fraz. So there you go. I've never even been out. Yeah, Cruiseman said he's been out there.
Is Cruiseman really somebody else? Because I didn't realize that. So.
Oh, yeah, you coming down?
That's Chris Bullis then.
Your own people.
That's Chris Bullis.
Yeah, some friendly fire coming from FlyingRich. Taking out your own dudes.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that Cruiseman was Chris Bullis.
Because Kiaski says, "Damn, going to Fraz is like going to Area 51." Yeah, I've never been there. I've never been there. All right, listen. So let's wrap this up. Let's start with. I'll go with Richard Hoffman. Tell the folks out there what kind of stuff you have coming out, Rich. How can people communicate with you? How can they support you?
You can go onto my website. I've got in my shopping cart, I've got a thing where you can donate money to, my video projects. You can find me at my website at bwefirearms.com. You can find me on pretty much all the social medias in whatever form they made me use of BWE Firearms.
All right, cool. And yeah, he says he's met me twice. Yeah. All right, Flying Rich, go ahead.
So I'm flying rich everywhere.
Uh-huh.
You know, MySpace, OnlyFans, locals, except for Instagram, where I'm flying rich official, flying rich _ official.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just, you know, I got some gold plated guns coming back. I had a little bit of work done on them, so some gold. Actually, my wife has a gold plated SIG P365,
Oh,
which
sweet.
is crazy looking.
Who did the gold plating?
Really beautiful.
Who did the gold?
So this guy in Orlando.
Okay.
So it's ARs by Design.
Okay.
Did it.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna get like the tiger pattern done on my Glock 17 that's gold plated.
the one that goes on all the what do we always see that on? We see that on
The
those
Desert Eagles.
the Desert Eagles. Yeah.
The
Okay.
Eagles.
All right.
You ought to get a flame pattern.
Yeah.
done
Why
on it.
don't you save that for a high point, man? Why don't you put that on your high point? You know?
Because high points don't have metal slides, just like my FN57.
Okay. You could probably still. Oh, I guess you can't do it. All right, fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see. What was it I was gonna say? Oh, are you for reals on OnlyFans?
No, I'm goofing.
Oh, okay. All right. I would believe it though. From you, I would believe it. You know, I would believe you're doing some kind of weird slipper fetish or something like that on
Ooh.
OnlyFans. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe flip flops.
Listen, you know how much money you could make, man? You should
I'm
research
kind of
that.
scared on that.
Look it up. Okay, listen. Here's what we. First of all, it's really good to see you guys again. Really good to see Richard Hoffman in here. Hoff, I hope we somehow help cheer you up. I know it's been a rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hoffman, maybe I'll have to come and visit if Shooting Gallery New England's going to be in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go over there and harass him. And the folks out there are happy to see you guys as well. So big thanks to everyone. This is going to be it for this week. Then we'll be back next week. So just look forward to seeing you guys next week. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to roll in the end, but I do want you guys to go support these dudes. Check out all the stuff they're doing. They've got lots of cool stuff going on here. I'm going to run in the end. Who's giving us words of wisdom? Hoffman?
Hoffman, he's the wise one.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So, Hoff, I hope you got something on deck. I'm going to run in the end. We'll be right back here. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us here. We're going to rip the audio out of this, throw it up on iTunes, Podbean. It's on Audible, where I think we're adding new places that you can get the podcast from, including you could go to hankstrange.com, and the podcast is right there if you can't find it anywhere else. Big shout out to everyone joining us from the Firearms Radio Network out there. And words of wisdom from the venerable, honorable Richard Hoffman.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right. What's your words of wisdom, man?
Words of wisdom. If there is anything that you want to do or anything you want to say to somebody, do it now, because you never know when you won't be able to do it again.
All right. Well
Hoffman, go fuck yourself.
You bastard. All right, we are out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Stay right there, guys. Let's hit the buttons. Press the buttons properly, Hank Strange.
Press all the buttons.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta press every single button.